Everybody, Kyle Austin, MLive.com here at Spartan Stadium after Michigan State's 42-14 win over Youngstown State in the home opener. And obviously, a lot to like about this one, starting with the very first play, 75 yards, Peyton Thorne to Jaden Reed, touchdown right over the middle. And I thought that kind of set the tone. I mean, Michigan State came out aggressive like they did against Northwestern, but, didn't play down to its opponent at all. Didn't take it lightly, blitzed on the first defensive play, too, and got a sack there. So I think this is a team that was ready to play, that did not have any sort of letdown after a big game last week against Northwestern, coming in against an FCS level opponent. I thought they came out with energy. They went up 28-0 early, and we really were never in doubt what you'd like to see from Michigan State. Some sort of highlights. I thought Peyton Thorne was improved compared to last week. He wasn't bad last week, but he was the first to say that he wanted to play a little bit better. 15 for 21 today, 280 yards, 4 touchdowns. And a rushing touchdown. So 5 touchdowns for him. Really sharp day. He was disappointed last week with some of his deep balls. He didn't think he was on the mark, but we saw him today really getting it down the field and doing it with accuracy. Two long touchdowns to Jaden Reed, his former high school teammate, both of them on the money. Had another long pass that was right on the money that was dropped for what would have been another touchdown to Jalen Naylor. So I thought a good improved performance from him. Obviously take note of the quality of competition there. I don't think the secondaries they'll face will get tougher, obviously, from here on out. But just, the accuracy was there, and I think that's what he wanted to see from himself. Running the ball, Michigan State got the ball done on the ground. And, interesting was the carries breakdown. Jordan Simmons with 16 carries for 121. Kenneth Walker, the hero of the Northwestern game, only 7 carries for 58 and a touchdown. So Michigan State switching it up, but, they want depth this season, and they know they're going to need multiple backs if, somebody gets hurt, if somebody's not getting it going. And, this type of a game is a game where you build your depth and you get more guys in. And a lot of different positions, we saw them go into the bench early. We saw a lot of cornerbacks, and running back was a place where they really early on, once they kind of got things going, they went to Jordan Simmons a lot. And I think they were happy with that, to be able to kind of get him that experience. And, 2 games in, you've got 2 different backs who have gone for 100 yards already. And I think that's a good place where Michigan State wants to be now. Defensively, I thought a little bit of a letdown in the middle of that game with a couple long touchdown drives for Youngstown State, but overall, pretty solid performance. Missing a couple defensive linemen. Jeff Petrowski's got a start there, defensive end. I thought he stepped up well. Play of the game came from Xavier Henderson, the safety, robbing them of a touchdown with a pretty impressive one-handed touchdown, a one-handed interception, that is. He likened it afterwards to the Curtis Drummond interception from the Western Michigan game a couple years ago, if you remember. And actually came against his high school quarterback. He's an Ohio kid, Youngstown State's quarterback. Demetria Crenshaw was a high school teammate of his, so kind of an interesting wrinkle there. But, overall, nothing, no letdown there really from either side. If you had a chance to be here at Spartan Stadium, it was that was the other thing noticeable about this game is we had fans back, announced crowd of about 70,000 and a mostly full stadium. I thought the students especially really came out in force, almost completely full student section, a lot of energy from them. Players really appreciated it. Coaches really appreciated it. It was back to normal after what was a very abnormal year last year playing in empty stadiums. So that will do it. Michigan State is 2-0 on the year, 2 double-digit, 17-plus point wins. Can't be feeling much better than that going into the toughest game of the non-conference season, and that's at Miami next week. I think we have some questions about the quality of Michigan State's first 2 opponents, which is, nothing against them. They've played well against who's on the schedule. They can't help that. But I think we'll really find out next week how Michigan State's going to measure up against an upper tier opponent, and that'll kind of let us know going into Big Ten how they're gonna stack up and if they're going to be a contender this year. So that'll do it from Spartan Stadium, a 42-14 Michigan State win. I have plenty of coverage on mlive.com/Spartans. Thanks for watching.